This week on System Integrators Weekly, Build Redux is confusing. iBUYPOWER and CyberPowerPC come through and come through hard. Corsair tells you, yeah, we'll build you a pre-built PC. No, you can't customize it much. Deal with it. And NZXT Build trolls us with fake links and has problems getting parts from one of their main suppliers, NZXT. All that in this week's System Integrators Weekly. Let's go, nerds. Hello everyone, I'm Braethorn. Welcome to System Integrators Weekly, where we try to help you navigate the treacherous terrain of pre-built PC purchasing. Now we're going to take a slightly different angle this time around, and we are going to start off by trying to see if we can actually find some just regular graphics cards. Maybe we're just wasting our time here and there's actually stock out there that we can just buy straight out so we can get back to building PCs the way they were meant to be built. Since ye old times when nerds were nerds and could build PCs from the ground up, but not on the ground, especially not carpet, on a desk or safe static-free surface. Let's take a look. I'm gonna go to Amazon, and I actually spotted a place here that has an MSI Gaming Radeon RX 6800 XT. Yeah, that's $1,999.
Nope.
So let's get back to talking about pre-builts. So let's get right into it here, because there's a lot of system integrators out there putting PCs together for you. And we can take a look here, see who has the best inventory so you don't have to settle. So let's start with CyberPowerPC. I went ahead and searched CyberPowerPC here. Let's go ahead and click that first link. Oh, hey. That's awkward. That's NZXT Build. Well, we'll get to you guys. All right. Not cool. Not cool doing that to me again. Here we go. Okay, so first we're going to see what they have as their instant ship systems. And we've got two. That's better than the last couple weeks. First, we have an Intel system, i5-9600KF with a GT1030. Anyway, here we have this 5600X system, nice, with an RX 6700 XT for $1,535. Good Lord, that's a good deal. See, off to a good start. Just forget this right here, all right? Now, it says it's an instant ship system and you can customize it, but we're gonna go ahead and say this is the one, and if you look right here at this picture, I think that's mesh on the front. I think this has airflow. Holy jeez. But if we want to just take a look at customizing a system here, let's see, customize this. So the system by default comes with no airflow. Well, a little bit. InWind's not the worst, just not the best on this case. But you can always change that. And let me tell you right now, airflow is important, okay? If your system is running and it doesn't have much airflow, that's just like you breathing through a straw. If you're gaming, it's like you breathing through a straw in a marathon, all right? You wouldn't want that, and your computer doesn't want that. So airflow is important. I would say spend the $29 to get the 4000D series airflow case from Corsair. 29 bucks, way better performance. There, done. Now they do have every SKU of the 5000 series Ryzen processor, from the 5600X all the way up to the 5950X, all right? I recommend one of those, but a 3600 is not bad if you're looking for a budget system. Go down here, of course, upgrade your AIO to something at least 240 millimeters. And then we're gonna look at a graphics card, and we've got, it looks like they've got the GeForce RTX 2060 in stock. And they have the 6700 XT. You can go with the 2060, it is Turing architecture, and it has NVENC encoding. So if you're trying to encode video, this may be a better option, especially for $250 less than the 6700 XT. But that is tempting to get that current gen card. I guess you should say next gen, I don't know, whatever. Now, if you want next gen NVIDIA 30 series cards, 4 weeks lead time added on to the regular build time. That is subject to change, of course. Now, we're gonna go ahead and call that good for CyberPowerPC. Let's take a look at our friends at iBUYPOWER, see what they have for their same-day ready systems. We still haven't found a true budget system here. Actually, I should change that. We have now. Ryzen 5 3600, GeForce GTX 1660 Super. It says GTX, but it has NVENC encoding because it's a Turing architecture. So if you're trying to stream, you can do that with this. Just have some realistic expectations for your graphics settings in your game. And it is $1,099. That is definitely a decent system, and these ship out in a couple of days. And you're also looking at a system that has Wi-Fi built into the motherboard, which is nice. Now it's an A520M. That is going to be a scaled down motherboard in terms of features and power delivery. But you can get yourself a B550 or an X570 down the line. Motherboards are not the most expensive component in a computer, by far. DDR4 3000, it's an 8 gig, probably single stick of RAM. So a RAM upgrade down the line, but this gives you a foundation and it gives you a graphics card. There you go. Now let's look at what they've got if you want to build a PC. All right, hit gaming PCs, go to the custom builder, and we're gonna go with this system that we're using just to check GPU inventory. Has a 5600X Ryzen processor and a 3070, and it runs $2,000. But if we're looking at GPUs, so they also have the Radeon RX 6700 XT. For some reason, iBUYPOWER is placing the 6700 XT at $75 above the price of a 3070, where the 3070 actually gets usually better frame rates, better performance in many situations, and has NVENC encoding, the Ampere architecture, and just is a great card. I would say the 3070 is better than the 6700 XT, but you know, your mileage may vary. However, they also have the 1660 Super and the 2060 in stock right now, so no extra 4 weeks added on before they even start building your PC. If you want that extra 4 weeks, well, get yourself a 3060, 3070, or 3080. If you feel saucy, throw on a 3090. So there you go, there's iBUYPOWER. Next, we're gonna go with Build Redux, see what they've got. We're gonna start our build. Hello, Build Redux, how's it going, guys? For Intel side, they say $1,238 gets you their starting PC with an i5 10400F, and what is GPU? A 1650. But also if you go AMD, they change it up and it goes to 1250. You start with a Ryzen 5 3600 and a 1650. It is an A520M A Pro motherboard again, and with Build Redux, you can't change your motherboard. Bad Build Redux, bad. You know what you did wrong. Offer more motherboards. So if we want to upgrade this from the 1650 that they're charging $309 for, you have all of these options, including a GeForce GTX 1660, a 3060, a 3060 Ti, and a 3070. Out of all these, I would probably suggest the 3060 Ti. So then you're looking at a $1,684 system with a next-gen graphics card and a Ryzen 5 3600. And if you want, you can go up to no 5000 series Ryzen processors. Cool, cool. All right, guys, so here's where I was confused. This system says it has a Ryzen 5 3600 6-core 12-thread processor, okay? When I switched it to the Ryzen 7 3700X 8-core 16-thread processor, the price should have changed by $94. It's a $329 processor for this 3700X versus a $235 processor with a 3600. But when I changed it, it didn't go from 1684 to 1778. It went from 1684 to 1897. I was like, hold on a second. What? Well, I'll show you why. You can change your motherboard with Build Redux. You just can't choose to do it, because going with the Ryzen 7 3700X changes you to an X570 chipset AMD motherboard. Doesn't tell you which one. Could be a cheap one, but that's definitely better than the other option that came with a 3600. Now, one thing that I saw recently was I saw Kyle on Bitwit put up a video showing a surprisingly nice pre-built PC from Corsair. So I wanted to check it out myself. I wanted to see what they had, and I wanted to kind of get a feel for what Corsair is offering when they offer a pre-built PC, because they're a parts manufacturer. They own Origin PC, which we talked about a little bit last week. So let's check out what they've got. So just go to our Google here, and I already Googled Corsair Prebuilt. Let's go to, you know what, the first link on the last Google search took us to NZXT Build. I'm not going to fall for that again. Let's go to our second link.
NANI?
Stop it. Get some help.
NZXT. I like you guys. You're cheeky. It's real cheeky. You rascals, will get to you. All right? You just showing off now. It's the first link. It's the first one. Okay. Corsair One Pro A200. That's a really cool looking pre-built. Looks like a small form factor. You know, it's tall, but has a small, footprint on your desk. Very cool. Why don't we check those out? Let's look at gaming PCs. All right, Corsair One. Oh, that's $4,200 minus a penny. The hell comes in this that makes this thing so freaking, I mean, it's obviously a proprietary case, but yeah. Very helpful pictures here. Very helpful pictures. That helps me not at all. All right, all right. I see you. Okay. i9, 11900K, and you have the option to go with a 5950X. Would that be more or less? It's the same price. All right. You can drop the price. Cool, by going with a 5900X, so $3,800. That's it. That's the budget deal of the day. It's not budget, obviously. Hold on. Okay, so if you change your processor, it changes the other specs, and you cannot alter that on this system. Maybe that's just for their Corsair One small form factor systems. No, not add to cart. Just leave me alone. All right, so this system for $2,250 has a Ryzen 5 5600X, an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070. They don't tell you what kind. 16 gigs of RAM, a 1 terabyte M.2 drive, which they make their own M.2 drives, and Windows 10 preloaded. Cool. But what if you want that 5600X, which is the IMO best gaming CPU on the market, and you want a 3080? Nope. Nope. All right. 5900X puts you on a 3080 and raises the price to $3,400. Guys, come on, you're so close. So what I recommend, okay, if you like Corsair stuff, I have a few Corsair products. I like Corsair. I like their build quality. I like what they do, but they need to make these more customizable. They have these parts. They have stuff because they make the stuff. Although that's not an automatic thing. You don't automatically have part. We'll get to that. NZXT, you guys, we'll get to you. All right, y'all just be patient. Have you been patient? Cool, now it's your turn. NZXT Build has a lot of inventory right now. It's a little infuriating. Look at all these cards. Look at all of these GPUs. So what I did here is I already put together a system, and the system is $2,000, but it is pretty freaking bomb. I am not gonna lie. Okay, so for our CPU, we've got a Ryzen 5 5600X. If you're looking to game, there is no better option. If you're not trying to do content creation or 3D modeling or whatever, you're just trying to game, you cannot do better than a 5600X right now, period. If you just want to game. And for the GPU, we have not just an RTX 3060 Ti, it's a Founders Edition 3060 Ti. Beautiful, beautiful card. Has the aesthetics of the FE cards, NVIDIA graphics cards. They're beautiful. They work wonderfully. The cooling is amazing. And you can get not only that, but you have the option for the Founders Edition 3090 that we saw last week. Now, they have other options as well. Okay, they have the RTX 3060. That is only $80 less than the 3060 Ti, and the 3060 Ti is faster. It is closer to the 3070 performance. If you do 1080p gaming, the 3060 will do just fine. If you're trying to get into 1440p gaming, the 3060 Ti to 3070 or 3070 is the way you want to go. And for the 3070, they've got the EVGA GeForce RTX 3070 for the win 3 Ultra Gaming. Yep, that one. Thank you, me. For an additional $180. And if you got the scratch, get that card. I love my 3070. It has treated me very well, and I have not really been able to slow the dang thing down. Now, if you want to venture into 4K gaming, you've got the ASRock Radeon RX 6800 XT Touchy XOC 16 gig. Interesting looking card. I don't like the aesthetic of this card, but I would not turn it down. The 6000 series Radeon GPUs, they've got the ray tracing hardware, but it's first gen and it is not nearly as good as what NVIDIA offers. So if you care about ray tracing, which you might not, that's fine. If you care about ray tracing, look elsewhere. But for rasterized traditional graphics, it often can beat out the 3080. It's proven. It's not my opinion. It's just a fact. You'll notice they don't have the H710i or the H510i. They are NZXT. Are they what? It's like, they can stamp and make some more, like right there. What's the dang deal? It's the same thing with their own B550, the N7 B550 motherboard. They don't offer their own AMD motherboard, and I don't get it. It's beautiful. That thing, I want one for my white build here. It would be perfect. But this is the build I would recommend right here. Case, H710. Cooling, NZXT Kraken X73 360mm radiator. Okay. Motherboard, MSI MPG X570 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi. It's got Wi-Fi, it's got your RGB, it's X570, more PCIe Gen 4 lanes. Okay. GPU, 3060 Ti. Founders Edition, 8 gig. Beautiful. CPU, Ryzen 5 5600X, 6-core, 12-thread, 3.7 gigahertz processor. And power supply, probably step it up to the 750-watt EVGA Supernova 750-watt G5 Gold. EVGA makes very, very good power supplies. The RAM, stick with the RAM they give you. RAM is inexpensive and easy to upgrade. 16 gigs will do you fine for a while. If you want to, jump up to the 3600 megahertz for an additional $60. Okay. Storage, we have 1 terabyte Western Digital SN550 M.2 drive. And there you go. That's it. $2,048, and you have a sick gaming PC. And if you want to, you can always get the 3070 for how much? For an additional $180, and you will not be disappointed. One thing I want to address really quick, since we're getting to the end of this, is one thing that I've been encountering is I definitely welcome you guys to join me on stream every Sunday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central at twitch.tv/Brayathorn. I stream the video games. I talk about the computers too sometimes. I talk about other stuff. I go on rants. I talk about whether Gandalf was actually a wizard in Lord of the Rings. Because I call him a wizard. I don't think he was a wizard. It's been discussed a lot, but I went over it myself. If you disagree, comment below. He wasn't a wizard. He was like a sorcerer, a warrior too. And I also invite you to jump on the Discord. The link is in the description below, and you can ask me a tech question or two in the Tech Questions channel. However, I want to help you guys out, and I'm here to provide you with information so that you can make an informed decision and get the best deal you can on one of these pre-builts. If you're not ready to buy when you're looking at this stuff, it will disappear by the time you are ready to buy. Set your money aside or secure your financing, then see what's available, because it changes every single day, sometimes while I'm looking at it right here. If you have a build you're looking at, send me what that is, and I'll suggest any changes you might make. But after that, it's up to you. You know, I said I'm like the mama bird kicking you out of the nest, and you can fly. That's really awkward metaphor for that. But anyway, the winner is NZXT Build again, and it's driving me crazy that they keep winning this. But they tell you what card it is. They have cards, and the turnaround is like 2 weeks to get your PC, from what I understand. This beats out almost everybody. Just understand that they do not have the best airflow in their cases, so you can either mod your case once you get it, or migrate to a new case. So I want to talk about the comment of the week. And the comment of the week was from Coach J. Coach J says, Jesus Christ, I hope my bald head looks this good when I decide to bite the bullet. LMAO. Well, first off, thank you. Secondly, I'll tell you guys exactly what I told him. Thanks. The trick is to apply the Bondo generously. A little bit of light sanding. Anyway, guys, thank you. Thank you for commenting. Thanks for the views. Thanks for the likes. Y'all have been amazing. I had the first video ever that passed 1,000 views, and then it just kept going. I don't know why people are still watching that video. That's like 2-week-old information, but I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And all the encouragement I've gotten is awesome. I'm gonna keep doing this. Nothing's gonna stop me now. So any way that I can help you out, I'm gonna do my best to do that. All the likes have helped so much. So what I'm gonna say to that is, if you like the video, hit like. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? And subscribe. This is every week. We're doing this every week, and I have new content coming up. I'm gonna be talking about this thing right here. And other stuff. Maybe the PC build will eventually happen. Maybe I filmed it. I have a lot of editing to do, but I've got a lot of exciting content coming up. All right, that's it for this week. But everyone, until next week, take care.